I.S.U.P.K.
You understand? He wiped our nationality away. He wiped our language away. He wiped our understanding away and made us not know how to read in English or anything like that. So then, because the white man is the only one to be able to speak English, he was the one teaching us the Bible. Right. And then after that, the white man said, you want to know what? These Negroes, these niggers, they ain't going to want to learn from no white man. They want a black man to teach them the Bible. So what they did is said they told one Negro that if you go teach what we say teach, I'll make sure you get compensated for it. You understand? These white men put these black leaders in America to teach you the Bible so they can get paid for it, man. These Christian pastors, your black deacons, your black pastors and all that, they are getting paid to lie to you every Sunday. Right. You wanna know why? Because they get all this money from you. You have hardly any money for yourself, but you're going to go pay tithes. And then your pastor, he's going to go buy a Mercedes. He's going to go buy a Benz. He's going to buy some new suits and ties and a jet and all that and lie to you to your face saying that Jesus Christ was a white boy. See this picture? It says 666 representing the 666 white powers in America that make up your 1%. Right. You understand? The ones that are in overrule of America, these are the ones that put your picture out here. Depicting this white Jesus Christ. To make sure everybody in America believes this is who Christ is. You understand? That's what it is. Read what you got. Jeremiah 14:2. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourned. Judah what? Judah mourned. Who is Judah? Judah is a son from the man of Israel. You understand? The word Jew derives from that particular son. Jew from Judah. Doesn't it make sense now? That's where Jew comes from. It's a lineage of a man named Judah, which is the so-called Negroes in America that want to claim that they're African-American. Right. You can't be African-American. Right. You can't have the name of two different continents. Right. It doesn't make sense. Right. Can a tree grow in two different places? No, it can't. You black people say your roots come from Africa, but then you call yourself African-American. How does a tree have roots in two different continents? Right. It can't. A tree is not that big. Right on. A tree only can deprive from one land, one piece of land. So you want to call yourselves African American like your ancestry comes from here and Africa. That doesn't make no sense if you actually have knowledge and wisdom in your mind. Right. Any type of understanding. And then you want to go call yourselves Africans, but you ain't African neither. You want to know what? Africans sold you into slavery. That's right. What race of people sell their own race of people into slavery? That's like a mother and a father selling their son into slavery. Who does that? Nobody, dumb. Nobody sells their son or their daughter or their grandparents into slavery. Right. Nobody has no comments. No one does that. You want to know why? Because a nation is supposed to have love for one another. The so-called white man, he goes to war over other white people. You want to know why? 9/11 fell in September, didn't it? And guess what the white man did after 9/11? He went and bombed the men over there in Iran, those Arabs.
That's right.
You understand? He goes bomb those Arabs for what they did for 9/11. You want to know why? Because the white man has a compassion amongst his people. You understand? One news reporter got beheaded.
Afghanistan.
Got beheaded. You understand? One reporter got beheaded, and guess what they did for that one reporter named James Foley? Guess what they did? They went and bombed the ones that decapitated him.
Right.
The white man has compassion against his people. The Arabs come attack America for what they do to Arabs.
Right.
You understand? Same for that Chinese. If you do anything unjust against the Chinese, they're going to fight back.
Right.
Right.
You want to know why they're able to fight back? It's because they have a military.
Right.
They have a military and they support their people. But us so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, where's our military? Where is it? We don't have one. We go fight for the white man. We go fight for the white man's military. And guess what happened in World War I and World War II to the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian troops that went and fought for the white man? Guess what happened to them? They came home and they got lynched.
That's right.
They came home and got put on a cross and burned in their uniform in America after fighting for World War I.
That's right.
That's what happens to you so-called Negroes.
Right.
For America.
Right.
You want to go be a police officer? Did you know that these police officers pull over other black police officers and shoot them in the streets, right? Regardless of what they fight for? How? The white man is not going to show any respect for the one that fights for his oppressor. How do you fight for a so-called white man, but that so-called white man is the one oppressing every last one of you every day?
Right.
Every day. He's the one that put crack cocaine in your communities, did he not? He's the one that put the guns in your communities, did he not? You understand? He flooded the places. Everybody knows Ronald Reagan and all them in the CIA are the ones that put crack cocaine in these communities.
That's right.
That's right.
That's what happened. Black people want to, what black person is going to go destroy another black person off her own will? You understand?
They got blacks.
That's the only way it was. If it wasn't for the white man putting all these drugs and these guns in our communities, they're making it hard for us to survive. They made it hard for us to survive. They don't give us no jobs. They hardly give us any pension or justice anyway. So then, what a black man and a black woman resort to are unethical ways to make money. They got to resort to thievery because they have no way to make money to feed their family. They gotta resort to selling drugs because they got no other way for income to make sure their family can make it by. You understand? The so-called white man, he runs the earth. You know, he runs all these things, but where are the black, Hispanic, Native Indian businesses?
Right.
What do we run? The Arabs have the gas stations in our communities,
right.
Do they not?
Right.
The Arabs have the fried chicken joints in our community, do they not? What black businesses do we have in our own communities?
Plenty.
How many?
Plenty.
How many?
Plenty.
You understand? Every other nation capitalizes off of America besides the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
You want to know why? Whose face is on the money? Whose face is on the $1, the $5, the $10, the $50, the $100? Whose face? Is it a black man? Hell no. Is it? No, it isn't. So how do you say this is my money and I need it now garbage? It's a white man's money. You begging the white man for some money so you can get by. Because you got your taxes, you got your bill, you got your car note, you got to do everything you can to survive, and you got to beg the white man for a minimum wage job.
We got to get out there.
These white people in the middle class have $500,000 in their bank account. How many black people in the ghetto have that much in their bank account? How many? None. And then, to make it all worse, your black leaders that sold you out, these athletes, these rappers, these singers, these pastors, your deacons, they sold you out, man. They sold you out so they can have a social status here in America. To get to where they are, they had to sell out. Have you ever heard the term of having to suck rod to get big? A lot of porn stars do that, don't they? They go do porn, they go sell their body to get big. That's what black people have to do in America. They have to sell themselves. You understand? They have to trim their ways to get anywhere in America. But the white man, all he has to do is shave that beard, go put on a suit and tie, and I guarantee he'll go get a job before a black man does.
Right.
That black man can get away through college, high school, all that, have the degree in hand, and goes to that job, but a white man that just got off the streets and looks good, the suit and tie, I guarantee you that white man's gonna get the job first.
That's right.
You wanna know why? Because America was built for white people, off the backs and slavery of black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So of course the white man's gonna have compassion amongst his own race and build him up. That's why Indianapolis can look like this. That's why Chicago can look like this. Because white people love white people and hate black people.
That's right.
You understand? Was America not built off of racism? Was it not? America was built off of racism. America's founding fathers had you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians as slaves to build this place up.
Right.
You understand? That's why we're wearing the shirt. It says, never forget what happened in America for us so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? What the white man did was disgusting. What the white man did was unjust, and he deserves to pay for it.
Right.
You understand? Isn't every crime punishable? Do you not reap what you sow?
Right.
White people, I'm sorry, I don't want to point you out. You guys believe in karma, right? We don't believe in karma, we believe in the Lord. We're not going to give the credit to anybody else but the Lord. So for 400 years of slavery, do not you so-called white people deserve to have to pay for it?
They brought that with them?
If you could, come to the front. You're born this way? Now let me ask you this. Do you have compassion for your ancestors did to my ancestors?
Hold it a little bit. Right.
Your ancestors were so your ancestors aren't your ancestors are European, they ain't Caucasians? Then your ancestors did do something to our people.
Yeah, so did the rest of the world. Maybe, but when I look at my DNA, and it's not like, it doesn't look like this, then I can't say that my people did that.
What does your DNA look like? Is it red with some cells?
I mean, did you say, is that Middle Eastern?
You're Middle Eastern, so you're not Caucasians?
I'm Caucasian. I look like right now.
My point, so your ancestors are the ones that put up with slavery, right?
No, they didn't put you in slavery, because when were you born?
Actually,
When were you born?
black people in 2018 are slaves right now.
Right.
And so are we.
2008, you guys, did I not just say that here in America, a black man can have a PhD degree and not get a job, but you guys can go get a job easy?
We're felons.
Yeah, you guys are felons. You wanna know why you're felons? Because you guys are the ones that stole this land.
That's right.
You guys are definitely felons. And you guys reap the benefits of what your ancestors stole.
Right.
So you are the same way as if your father stole something and your father died. Is he not responsible for it? You understand? That's what it is. You guys are the progenitors of the race that enslaved this place and stole it and everything. And you guys reap the benefits. Does black people in America reap the benefits for what happened? Do we reap the benefits? Do we go get a live all high and mighty? Or do we have to struggle and fight to survive? Are so-called white people being shot down in the streets unjustly? Hell no. They aren't. Are the so-called white men the ones that are going into these prison systems? When the white man's the one that put the drugs in America, why aren't they going to prison? But a brother have a little bit of ounce of weed and he goes to prison. This place was built for white people, not black people. So we don't have equal rights in America. We do not. So if we do not equal rights in America, then how is this place our home and not it is yours? How is it both of our home and everyone's equal if you're the ones that benefit off of this place? I am not your brother at all. I'm not your brother.
But no, you're using the right words and you're making the right points. But the words that you're using, there's a bigger.
The biggest thing for everyone to understand is that your race of people, the biggest thing everyone needs to understand is that your race of people, the so-called white man, are the devil the Bible seeks.
That's right.
You get to choose what? Of course they don't get to choose. Of course the Lord chooses. But regardless of who gets to choose what, you guys are responsible for the slavery of America. Right. You guys are responsible for the destruction of black, Hispanic, and Indian people. Right. Go to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. If you want to have a dialogue, I'll have a dialogue. I have no problem doing that. You understand? You are the children of the ones that enslaved our people.
Right.
And a child is responsible. If someone stole something from you, right? He stole something from you, and you had children. You had children. He stole your house, and you have a child, right? And he kills you, right? And now let me ask you this: if the people everything was stolen from you, and you have a son, and then you end up dying, right? And everyone finds out that what happened was unjust unto you, does your child not deserve what was stolen from his father? Does he not? Because he was the one that was going to inherit it, was he not? He was, exactly. So then when you find out that someone pulled a crime against you, the ones that pulled the crime against you, since you are gone, your child has to give it up.
Right.
Your child has to give back what was stolen from you.
Right.
You understand? That's what it is. Hold up. Read. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter. Prepare what? Prepare slaughter. What? Prepare slaughter. Prepare slaughter. What is it to slaughter something? It means to kill. Go ahead. For his children. For his who? For his children. For the so-called white man's children that enslaved you Pakistani and Indians. There's slaughter coming for those children. Right. They're going to be murdered for what their fathers did. Right. You understand? Because their fathers stole this land. Their fathers raped your wives. They kidnapped your babies. They killed your men. Right. Their children deserve to pay. Right. Right.
Nobody tell you crap. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs. I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a